Here's why: even though your spouse cheated on you, you still have not left your marriage. What up? I'm Coach Los. If you're new to me, I'm a certified life and relationship coach. But the main reason you haven't left yet, even though your spouse broke the trust, they betrayed you, they did all those things, and you're going through a lot of hurt right now, is simply because you don't want to leave. I know, big surprise, right? See, what most don't know is that they did a study on 80% of the marriages that were headed for divorce because of infidelity. Out of that 80%, only about 43% actually ended in divorce, right? After one or both of the spouses came forward about their affair and all that stuff. Why am I pointing this out? Because so often, I've made a ton of videos on it, right? The moment someone talks about they've been cheated on, or someone's cheated, or someone's commented on my videos, and I make a reply video to them about what to do if they want to work through building the trust again and all that, everyone in the comment section, oh, leave them. Oh, it's over. It's done. You know, once that happens, I'm gone, right? So I want to throw that statistic out there because, yeah, that's what everyone says, because energetically we feel so violated. You feel like, I got to respect myself. I can't let this person disrespect me like that. I feel so betrayed. I feel so stabbed in the back. And it's just letting myself down and disrespecting myself to continue to let this person have the title of my spouse, right? After what they've done and all those things. That's how we feel. And sensibly so, right? You're in defense mode now. You're protecting yourself because they clearly weren't protecting you in some way. Problem is this: the numbers show, even though we feel that way, the amount of us that actually winds up leaving is a little less than half. So the majority of y'all are actually staying in the situation. But when you approach it with the energy of, oh, screw them and nah, so I've done everything else, you're already putting yourself in the track that's not going to help you get back to where you actually want to get to. So let's talk about what we actually don't want whenever we are throwing that I'm gone statement around. What we really don't want is to feel like we're letting ourselves down, right? We don't want to feel like I'm just continuing forward and this person is getting off the hook and getting away with things. And I don't want to be in a relationship with someone I can't trust now, right? You violated some core principles and rules for me. And obviously, just like that wasn't 100% in that study, right? Some people, for the good number of people out there, it is a straw breaker, right? It is a deal breaker for them. Cool. That's you. Fine. But there's an overwhelming number of people that don't actually want to walk away. They just don't know what to do to move forward and get back to that healthy, loving space that they either thought they had or that they had at one point in time. So the key to it is you have to attack the things that you really don't want to experience, right? Or that you're worried about experiencing by deciding to stay with your partner after they've done what they've done. So what that means is you got to start looking at, what does my spouse cheating on me mean to me in message form, right? What's that saying to me? And so once I get clear on that, I can start to digest, all right, well, this means, that I'm not enough for them anymore. Or this means that they, are just not ever a trustworthy person. All these things, these negative conclusions, right? So it's your job to challenge those and figure out, well, what about these is not, accurate, or what needs to happen so that these are not accurate any longer, right? So they can be the reality I want them to be, since I don't want to leave my spouse. I just don't want these things to be true, right? What needs to happen for me to respect myself, right? What needs to happen to start trusting them again and rebuilding that? And a big piece of that, especially when you're going through rebuilding infidelity in your marriage, starts with the boundaries that are set moving forward, right? What needs to happen boundary wise to start to put like a construction protective framework around that respect and that trust you're trying to rebuild. And when you're building those boundaries, they have to be ones that are healthy, right? But also that can actually encapsulize protecting those respect qualities and that self-preservation for you, that self-love and so forth. And for anyone that doesn't know how to go about that process with boundaries, right? Because a lot of people have a hard time setting boundaries because they never had them and don't know what that looks like to put them in place and stand on them and all that stuff. Because look, standing on your boundaries is not easy. So if anyone that is struggling with that, I got you right here. This boundaries journal. You want to get this. I'm going to link it down in the video if you need it, right? If you need help working through the process, but it literally walks you through every piece, every nook and cranny of boundaries. And it even touches on if you have anxious attachment styles, avoidant attachment styles, how to navigate that and stuff too, right? It prepares you to really be able to understand your boundaries, craft them and articulate them effectively, and then set them and stand on them. And you're going to need that a lot if you want to rebuild things with your partner in that regard, right? And the last thing you need, or the next thing I'll say, is an honest, open conversation with your spouse about why they did what they did, which really means what were the needs they were trying to get met through that process, right? So you can get clear on, okay, why did you feel the need to go do this? And then you guys can come up with a plan together to move forward to make sure it doesn't happen again, so that they don't feel the need to do it again. And so that you're seeing the things you need to see, that you got clear on about your boundaries and the respect for yourself and the trust building, so that you're seeing the things that you need to see so you can continue to heal and get back to a space of feeling good about the marriage as a whole. And if you need help with that, I'm also going to link down below my little short series, I think it's like a couple bucks or whatever, on how to rebuild trust and move on with your partner after they've cheated, right? You'll see it. I might not be the name exactly, but you'll see it down there in the links. And beyond that, if you need help directly, I'm always here with my services to dive in and help you get the results I help so many of my clients get. But in any case, don't sit on the fence just hurting and in pain when you don't want to leave the marriage and you don't plan to, and you don't want to suffer either. Get the healthy results you deserve to have, get things back on the right track, and flourish the way you're supposed to. Let's get it.